Hello, and welcome to this video in which I will show you how to use the control panel to set up an event. Let's imagine we want to set up a musical event or a gig to take place at a venue, let's call it Lloyd's, each Friday and Saturday evening in the months of July and August. To make it more interesting, we will have two seating areas or zones within this venue. One will be at the front of the house with comfortable seating for 30 guests, and also having a great view of the stage. The second will be at the back of the house with less comfortable seats for 70 guests, but with cheaper ticket prices. We also want to have full price and concession tickets within each zone. So we'll have two zones, each having its own ticket type group, and each ticket type group having full price and concession tickets. We also want people to pay for their tickets, so we will also show how that is set up. Finally, I'll show you how to use the booking widget to place a booking form onto a web page so that we can promote the event and accept online bookings. So the first thing we'll do is actually to create the event itself. So after logging into the control panel, looking at your navigation tree, expand shops, expand your shop name, in this case demo band, and scrolling down you click all events in shop. So this lists all your current events. We don't have one, so we'll create one. We're presented with a form which we fill in. We're calling it Lloyd's Rock Night. We give it a description and fill in some information about the event and click OK. Then we'll upload an image so that when people see this on the booking form they'll see a nice image of a band playing. And next we have to set up our venue where the event is taking place, and that's just a matter of setting up its name and its address. Now there is one called main set up by default by the system, so we're going to take that one and just edit that and turn it into the venue called Lloyd's. So we edit the various fields on that particular venue and save it. And next we create our two zones, our front and back of house. So we go to our existing zone which is created by default, and we will view that and now edit that, and we're going to give it a code F and a name front, and then we'll create a second zone which we will fill in and we'll call it back and give it a code B. So here are our resulting two zones. Now for the ticket type groups. So navigating again back to the event, clicking on it to view its detail, we'll go down to that part concerning ticket type groups and we'll click that link. So we first create a ticket type group for the front of house. So we'll give it a code, a name, front tickets, and we define two tickets, a full price and a concession price. And now we create a second one for the back of house. So we call this back tickets, and again we have a full price and a concession price tickets for that zone. So that's our two ticket type groups set up, each group having two ticket types. So now we have to say when the event is actually taking place. We have to create the first event occurrence. So again we navigate to the event, clicking on its detail, and we scroll down to that part where it says Manage Occurrences. So we're going to create the first occurrence, and we want this to take place during Fridays and Saturdays in July and August. So the start date is the first Friday in July, and we select our venue and our zone. We give it a color and ticket type group, and then we create an occurrence for the back of house. So in this case it's the same procedure, but we specified the back zone instead of the front zone and the back tickets instead of the front tickets. and we set the capacity accordingly as well. So that's our two initial occurrences taking place on the first Friday in July. So now we have to make these events recurring, so they happen on every Friday and Saturday in July and August. So we click on the recurrence icon, and really it picks when we create our first recurrence, it picks up the first date, which is the Friday, fine. We just have to specify when it stops, which is the end of August, and that it occurs on Saturdays as well as Fridays, and that's essentially it. So that's for the front of house. And now we go back and we make sure we set up a recurrence for the back of house as well. So we click the recurrence button, and the same procedure again. We make this recurring, and it's the same period as July through the end of August on dates Friday and Saturday, and save that. And that's that one occurring as well. So these are our two initial events covering the front and back of house, and each of them is now recurring right through Fridays and Saturdays in July and August. So now for the payment method. Well, for simplicity here, we'll just create a PayPal website payment standards example. We'll create a payment method. All this needs is our PayPal address, so we put that in and click OK, and that's the payment setup completed. And finally, to place a booking widget on the web page, first of all we navigate then to our event, click all events and shop in the navigation tree, view the event detail, and go to that part of the event detail which mentions the widget. So place a widget on another website, so we click on that. So the event booking widget section here enables us to do some customization, but we'll skip that for now and go straight to the snippet itself. We simply cursor over that to select it all and copy it to the clipboard in preparation for pasting it. To paste it, we go to our web page editor and paste it in where we want it to appear. In this particular case, it's an empty document except for the code snippet, which is shown in this section here. And when we see that page then in our web browser, we see the name of the event, the picture we uploaded for the event, some links, and a brief description of the event down here. By clicking any of these links, we see a tab display showing the HTML long detail of the event, all the information there. We can see pictures of the event. If there are multiple pictures, they'll be scrolled through here. And by clicking the Book Now tab, we'll be able to place a booking. So let's just go through placing a booking and see what's involved. We select the number of tickets that we require, and then we see a calendar view showing availability. We click on the date that we're interested in, and next we'll see the availability of tickets on that day. We can see there's front of house and back of house there with a different range of tickets. We'll select the one we're interested in, and then we see there's a full price and a concession type ticket, so we can select how many of each one we require. We see that the total price is shown there too. A calculation is done on the fly there. And when we enter the details, our name and email address, etc., for the order. And finally we move to the payment. Now there's only one payment method configured here, so we simply select it and click OK, after which we'll be redirected in this case to the PayPal site to complete the purchase. After that, the merchant will receive an automatic notification by email that a booking has been made, and the customer will get a confirmation email. The system can also be configured to automatically email out the tickets to the customer. So this is how easy it is really for an end user to use the booking system. For more information, please visit bookingcraft.com. and thank you for watching.